So we are the managers of NAM, and our names are
Ari Kadali.
Suman Ananta.
And Anish Devanan.
So what is time management? That's an easy question. Time management is the process on how to manage time efficiently and productively. There are 5 pillars of time management. 2 of them are scheduling and organizing. So the first pillar is scheduling. What you do for scheduling is you can schedule either anywhere. Scheduling your stuff that you want to do first before you want to do the next one. So the first thing you want to schedule is probably putting it on a phone or a notebook or an agenda, trying to know what times you can do stuff before you can do them. So your schedule would be full. Next one would be organizing. So organizing, you want to organize your stuff into one, keep them in one so you won't have to lose them in other places. There's a picture in the beginning of the slide that showed a bunch of kids just messing around in the bottom right corner. They were all messing around their stuff because they weren't organized nor scheduled, kind of messing up. One of them got an F on their report card, so because they weren't organized.
And the next big pillar is prioritization. Prioritization is putting the important tasks forward. So it's completing your homework before going to the pool with your friends. Prioritization always reminds me of a story. So in the story, there's a professor. The professor brings a jar to his class. He starts putting in these large rocks so that no more large rocks can be put in. He asks the students if the jar was full. The students say, yes, the jar is full. He then puts in some pebbles. He shakes the jar so that the pebbles disperse within the jar. He asks the students again if the jar was full. The students say, yes, the jar is full. Then he finally brings out the sand. He puts sand in the jar so that nothing else can be put in the jar. And then he asks the students again if the jar was full. The students say, yes, the jar is full. Then he tells the students, these 3 jars represent your everyday, because the largest rocks are the most time-consuming things, like going to school and sleeping. After that comes the pebbles, which are the smaller parts of your day, like eating lunch. And the sand is the rest of the filler items in your day.
Another pillar of time management is streamline. Some of you might be wondering, what is streamline? Streamline is the small chores that you have to do to have a quality of life. A story about streamline is a story about John. John ran out of groceries this morning, but he had to finish a project that was due by 3 o'clock. At around 2 o'clock, he became very hungry. He had to choose between his lunch and finishing his project. He decided to skip his lunch and finish his project. If John would have taken a little bit of time in the morning to finish getting his groceries, he wouldn't have been in this situation. Another pillar of time management is economize. Economize is managing your time so well that you can do more enjoyable things in your day. How many of you participate in an Easter egg hunt every year? Okay. So there are probably more important things than participating in an Easter egg hunt, but you manage your time and do the more important things so you can participate in this Easter egg hunt.
So an inspiring quote that people would say, literally, would be, until we can manage time, we can manage nothing else. Which means, without managing time, you would be on thin ice. That quote was made by another time management person named Peter F. Drucker. Thank you for your time.